Welcome to the Silicon Valley Ice Skating Association podcast. Today we're here with one of our co-founders, Crystal Smith. Crystal, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yeah. Um, so I'm from the Midwest originally, and I grew up skating. Pretty much, I remember only skating my whole life because I was the youngest of six kids, and so my older siblings skated, and my mom skated with me when I was a little itty bitty baby. I started skating probably really around three though. Did my first ice show at about 4 years old, and did ice shows all the way until my mid 20s. I competed in all sorts of competitions locally and regionally. I did synchronized skating nationally, and I also did quality and ice in Europe, which was a really cool experience. And then around college, or after college, I focused more on coaching, but I did start assistant coaching at 11, and then coaching where I got paid at 16, of course, and then decided that I really enjoyed doing that. So I decided not to go on to grad school and decided to focus on coaching because I enjoyed it so much.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So I studied kinesiology in college, so exercise science. So I taught PE and I teach Pilates as well as ice skating, but skating is kind of the common thread. And I've done it full time as a skating coach. And then I do cross training for the skaters. And so I bring that kind of well balanced, I understand the current sciences behind skating and sports and fitness.
That's awesome. And there's a lot going on, as I understand, in your life right now. There's two little ones running around. And
Yeah.
since we founded SVISA, a lot has happened. So catch us up a little bit.
So since SVISA started, I moved to the East Coast because of my husband, and we got married, have two little kids now, a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old. So it's been very hectic the last, I guess, 7 years.
I imagine.
Yeah, it's great to be on the podcast. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. That's so awesome. We're really lucky. And I mean, maybe you can talk us through a little bit about, maybe back to kind of when we almost re-met, because you and I really originally met. You were my coach. And, I was doing kind of my first competitions. And so that was really fun. And then back in 2016, I moved back to the Bay Area and I heard some news. Maybe you can walk us through a little bit what that news was like from Belmont.
Yeah. So I first met Sarah teaching group lessons, and then we had some in-house preparation classes for competitions, things like that. And then Sarah had gone off to college and helped with the Santa Barbara rink. And so I knew that she had that background and interest. And so when I had heard the news that Belmont, Iceland was closing, I thought that she might be a valuable resource to reach out to. And then we started working together to help bring awareness to the need for more skating rinks in the Bay Area. But it was a very hard time to receive the news. At that time, I was coaching skating full time. I was there 6 to 7 days a week, and I had a synchronized skating program of 60 skaters, and I had a full roster of private students, which is about 30 to 35 skaters as well. So I was very busy there, and it was really hard to see so many families impacted by that.
Yeah, no, it was really tough. And did you first hear, from the rink themselves? Did you hear from the news? Like
my most recent rink that I'm teaching at, we found out through articles and things like that. So we kind of found out the other way, which is less awesome. But Belmont management was fantastic to work with. And so I think that they had probably told us. And then we had about 30 days, I think, notice before it happened. Something like that. Maybe it was 60. I forget at the moment. Maybe it was 60.
Yeah.
I remember I just had everybody testing as much as I could before it closed, which I'm glad they did. Yeah. That's the last test you can possibly do. Yeah.
Oh man. Wow. So they let you guys know, it sounds like, and then it came out to the news, so that was sort of how I heard about it. And can you kind of talk us through some of the elements, I guess, of SVISA that you were involved in, and then maybe a little bit more also about what you're looking through now, and maybe lessons that
So when I had heard the news, it was impacting everybody that I knew and had worked with for so long, like 10 years. So not everybody was comfortable getting involved, but those who were, we just really wanted to let people in the community know and the city council know that skating was really needed, and it is a healthy outlet for people in the community. And so we all worked together to help bring awareness. And one of the ways that we thought we could help bring awareness was by hosting galas, which would be an opportunity to showcase the wonderful skaters we have in the Bay Area, a way to raise funds, and just something to help bring the community together as well. And so, yeah, I mean, I helped organize the galas. We did all the marketing.
You killed it in organizing the
Thank you.
galas. Let's be clear. Crystal did like most of the legwork on the galas.
Yeah.
I knew nothing about hosting galas at that
Yeah.
point. And she was like, so this is what we're going to do. And had this like amazing spreadsheet. And like everything I know about galas, I learned from you.
Thank you.
So you
Yeah.
killed it.
Oh,
To
thank
be
you.
clear, you're underselling it. So
Thank you. No, it was really fun hosting the galas, and I've always loved like shows and performances. And so it was wonderful to have some of these fantastic skaters and wonderful volunteers that help make it possible, sponsors and things like that. And so that helped. But so Belmont did close, and after I moved, Redwood City did close. And the current rink I'm at right now is slated to close as well.
and you are where exactly right now?
I'm at Ion, the International Training Center, and it's in Leesburg, Virginia. So maybe somebody will buy the rink. It's a beautiful new rink. Yeah, fingers crossed. It only opened in 2019, so it's a brand new building.
That's,
Yeah.
Wow. That's really sad.
Yeah. So yeah. So I'm not quite sure. I think it's all complicated. I think any of these things are sort of complicated.
Yeah.
But
I mean, is there anything, so we, I remember very vividly going to city council meetings with you, and we kind of both were doing public
Yeah.
speaking and, bringing folks there.
yeah.
What did you learn from that? And is there anything that, will hopefully help in the situation out in Leesburg?
Yeah, I think going to the city council meetings and the town hall meetings are helpful, and to connect with those people in the community that maybe know what's going on, because there's a lot of things in the work. And so we went to the meetings and we spoke, and I think it was helpful to bring awareness. This particular situation is a little different because they're just changing the interior of a building. They're not selling it to anybody else, is kind of what it's slated for. So they currently have like a concert venue and also a skating rink. So it's already zoned correctly. So it's a little bit more complicated this time than if maybe it was transferring owners or rezoning. So these sorts of things about the zoning and the city halls and bringing awareness, I think, I learned with SVISA.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a lot that we learned through the way. Well, I mean, is there anything else that you want to tell the audience or talk about with this visa? I mean, I learned so much from you about the skating world, so I feel like there's so many things we could talk about.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a lot. I mean, I think the biggest thing is that, what we've kind of always said from the beginning is just how it's so important to have a healthy outlet for the community. And I think even with the pandemic, I think the need for community became even greater than even beforehand. And what I said at the town hall meeting in Leesburg was, what venue provides an outlet for a 22, I think that was 21 months as like youngest students, 21 months, all the way through to like 85 plus or 90 plus. I mean, you can have skating students, all those ages, and you can have serious skaters for fun, but it's like a safe space for so many different ages in the community. And I think that's really
So important. Yeah. I mean, I think that's something, from the beginning with SVs that we talked a lot about, which is, skating is for people of all ages, and it allows access. And in this age where everyone's on their cell phones, getting them kind of off of screen time, such a big help in the community, and just for raising healthy adults.
Exactly. And some of the rinks too are so good about, like you could have a walking track around, and then you have a place for the skaters. And it's not just hockey, it's not just figure, there's curling, and there's, broom hockey, there's all sorts of things, Paralympic hockey. And so there's something really for everybody. And I think it's important to have a healthy outlet, and it's a wonderful sport, obviously.
I love it. You care a lot about it.
Yeah, exactly. So we definitely need more rinks.
Definitely. Yeah. We're all about that ice.
Yeah, we are. Definitely.
So, well, thank you for being on. This was really nice. And so good to have you back in the area for at least a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll see you again soon.
Sounds good.
Thanks.